All right, JoeyRitter.com, on Twitter at JoeyRitter. If you've been on Philly.com recently, you know my guest today, the charming Briere Papadakis. Great to have you on. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
You're in the middle of packing, but I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Oh, this is great.
Now, you do the Out and About segment on Philly.com. Caught my attention real quick. You're getting great guests like DJ Jazzy Jeff, Danny Briere. You know, you're going to the flower show. You're going to the St. Patty's Day parade. You're doing everything, you know, Philadelphia. Do you get to choose these segments, or are you assigned them?
I do. I actually pitch them to my boss, and luckily my boss is the coolest, and she says yes to everything I've pitched so far. So I'm very blessed. But really, it's out and about with anything. It could be a black tie gala. I think in the summer we're going to do a rodeo.
Right.
Coming up next week, we're doing Cooper Hospital. I mean, it could be out and about anywhere as long as there's a cool story in our community.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's like if the Spice Girls are coming to town, if you've been a Spice Girls fan all your life, you get to just say, hey, you know, we're going to cover this.
Yeah, let's go out and about with the Spice Girls. Why not? As long as you guys want to see it. That's the other great part, is the feedback we've gotten from the audience. So I'm glad to see they like what we've picked. And I always tell, you know, any of the viewers to feel free to send me an email and let me know if they have an event or something cool and fun going on in their community they want us to come hang out at.
And this is fairly, you know, you've been doing this for, you know, I mean, I just noticed it maybe a month ago. How long has it been going for?
Let's see, since November.
Okay.
So it's been
still pretty new.
Months. Yeah. I love it. It's great.
So tell me how you got started with Philly.com.
Well, I've been working in television the past year and a half, and I actually did my MBA thesis on the transformation of the television industry and the newspaper industry going towards internet video, kind of like what you're doing.
Right.
You're ahead of the game,
The only difference is you get paid for it, but yes, go on.
Oh, well, you're on the right track, don't you worry. So I basically, I met one of the owners and told them about my paper, and I gave it to them. And they said, well, I know you do television. You're not necessarily a business person, though I'm, you know, intrigued, and I do have that aspect to me. They said, would you like to do something where you're doing a show and bringing video content to the site and basically implementing what I did in my MBA thesis actually in, you know, raw form on the Philly.com site?
Isn't it just amazing? You know, you've grown up in the Philadelphia area. You know, the Inquirer, the Daily News, newspapers that we've grown up with, and now, you know, you're the face of those newspapers online. You know, it's
crazy.
I know people still read newspapers, but, you know, they have to keep up with the times, and now, you know, you're bringing people the news via video. It's just awesome. I'm a huge fan of video,
well,
as you know.
Also entertaining. I mean, nowadays, people want an experience, not just the facts, per se. So being able to entertain while showing someone something they've never seen before is what we aim for. And it seems to work even with the writing aspects on Philly.com. I also have a column, and, you know, we try to edutain. That's what I call it, educating and entertaining.
I like that. And you don't sleep very much.
No, 2 hours right now. But you're so just charismatic. I'm like, I'm rallied, ready to go. I'm pumped. And that's why this place looks like a mess. Florida is in my horizons, packing, so probably no more sleep tonight either.
What time's your flight?
8 a.m.
That's not too bad. Not too bad. So, now, you know, I have to ask you about the Danny Briere segment.
Sure.
Because I'm a big Flyers fan. You're a big Flyers fan. My wife is more of a Danny Briere fan. I'm a big fan too, but she loves him. And every time he's interviewed after the games, he seems like just such a nice guy. Like, he doesn't seem like a hockey player.
No. So cute.
I have to say, like, you know, he just seems too nice for a hockey player. Is that really, you know, when you flip the cameras off, he's not like, all right, let's get the hell out of here. Like, does he maintain that niceness?
Oh, he's the cutest thing. I've met him a couple times, so I know him. He's really nice. It's funny, he saw me, and I was like, Danny, I got to interview you. And he hid behind a closet. And I was like, oh my God. And I thought it was for real. I didn't think he was kidding. And I was like, he actually ran away from me. And then he comes out, he's like, no, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to tease you. And I was like, thank God, because I thought, oh my gosh, he hates me. No, wonderful guy. Did an interview even though he was busy. And I mean, I joke he's got like these great puppy eyes. So you're kind of like, oh, I just want to hug you. So yes, you know, he's a hockey player that, you know, checks. But in person talking to him, I'm like, I just really want to hug you.
He does seem like a lovable guy, you know? I mean,
yeah, and just so sweetly spoken, too. As you can see in my interview, he loves his kids, loves family, and he'll really do anything for our community, which is great.
That's awesome. And you also interviewed DJ Jazzy Jeff, which that was just an awesome interview. You know, did you grow up watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes. It's funny, I told my mom I'm interviewing DJ Jazzy Jeff, and she goes, who? I was like, the guy that would get thrown out of the house in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes.
She was like, that guy, yeah.
Very underrated character, though. He didn't appear much, but when he did the job.
You couldn't forget it. And he was fantastic. It was Grammy time, and he was actually the first guy, him and Will Smith, to win a Rap Artist of the Year at the Grammys. And so we played Grammy trivia with him, and he was a good sport about it. Because I think half the groups he was like, I don't know. He's like, I know them. I don't want to be mean. I'm like, that's really cool. You know Jay-Z. I get it. Okay. So, yeah, it was fun.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, the Summertime album, that was my first ever CD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my transition between, like, that and Nirvana, and then it was all, like, alternative from there. Now, do you remember your first CD?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Last Dance with Mary Jane.
Oh, okay. So that was the greatest hits.
Yes.
Yeah, great one.
I love, and I was a Bon Jovi fan even at like 11. I know.
A Bon Jovi fan? That's amazing because, you know, I have a Bon Jovi thing later in the interview. We will get to that, Maria. Now, your talents have earned you an Emmy. That's quite a thing.
Yeah.
Now, when you won this Emmy, you know, where do you keep it? Have you shown up in public places? You know, do you, like, go to the laundromat or something and just keep it with you? What do you do with it?
Well, the first week I just carried it around in my purse wherever I went to show people. No, I'm just kidding. But I didn't know what to do with it, and you know, I joked, oh, you know, I should put it in the bathroom like Kathy Griffin does, or somewhere like bizarre that people would, you know, laugh. But my mom at her house has a wall of all my dad's awards. Now, my dad has won over 100 awards and keeps receiving awards even posthumously. He's receiving another award in a couple weeks for the Coaches versus Cancer that I'll be accepting on his behalf. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm like, you're the only guy I know that even 4 years later, he's still getting these amazing awards. And he was an amazing man, so it makes sense. But I said, okay, I got like 1 or 2 measly awards. I guess let's put him up there with his. I mean, I'm hoping one day I can have enough accolades like he did, you know, hundreds of awards. But that Emmy looks like a nice, shining piece of gold next to all his wonderful memorabilia.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got plenty of great awards, but, you know, he doesn't have an Emmy, I'm assuming, right?
No, he doesn't. That's right. I should do, like, the whole, like, the Grammy, the Emmy, go for the Tony, the whole trifecta.
Right. Now, you love animals.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, look at my shirt. You like it?
I do, actually. Yes.
Yes. I love animals. I'm animal dog obsessed too, especially. And I'm very blessed to be involved with lots of animal organizations. And I got to be a spokesperson for the PSPCA during Puppy Love. And I'm going to be working with Paws. I mean, anyone that knows me, if I'm having a bad day, I say, take me to an animal rescue and I'll just play with dogs all day.
Okay, now what's your opinion on reptiles?
I like them. Snakes I'm a little scared of. Okay. I'm like Indiana Jones. I see the snakes and I'm like, I'm out.
What's your opinion on iguanas?
Oh, they're cute.
No, they're not.
You don't like iguanas?
No, I have one. See, I'm in a glamorous studio, but I'm really in my basement. And as you can see over here, I don't know if you can see, I married into an iguana.
Oh, but why don't you like him? What's wrong with them?
Because, first of all, the thing's going to be a lot. I'm going to be like 47 years old and still feeding the thing lettuce. They live a very long life, and they don't do anything.
They don't bite, right?
They do bite. Sure they do. No. Yeah, if you get a little too close, you know, they'll bob their head around and then they'll bite, yeah.
Okay, all right. Then maybe I might change my opinion on iguanas. I don't want to get bit.
No, I'm with you on the dogs and the furry, cute animals, but, You know, reptiles I'm not big on, and I have one in my house. I'm not too happy about it.
How about spiders? I'm scared of spiders.
Ooh,
Can't do
does
it.
that count as an animal? I guess.
At the zoo, at the Philadelphia Zoo, it does. Yes.
Oh no, not a fan.
Well, we're also shooting a show that'll be coming up called Pets with Papadakis. So I get to basically live out my childhood dream of visiting every animal possible in our tri-state area and their stories. Everything from the kids zoo that's opening at the Philadelphia Zoo to the New Jersey Aquarium. So you'll see a lot of fun stuff and probably me getting into some sort of trouble. Because if you watch the segments, we always end it with me usually doing something quirky or stupid. We'll just call it stupid.
Actually, I love the Irish dance. I watched that one.
Oh, you did? Yes.
Yeah.
I almost fell on one of the children doing the Irish dance. They were good. They were like quick.
I know. I mean, they were very good. Now you couldn't see your feet, but it looked like you were keeping up just fine.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hopped around. I was like, all right, block me. Block me. Don't let anyone see what's going below the belt, because those feet were just about to trip over them. But they were just, it was so cute. That St. Patrick's Day parade. I loved how happy and excited everyone was. And also, it's great when I get to interview kids. I love that, because you never know what they're going to say.
Oh, yeah.
What they're going to do. My favorite was at the end of the segment, the little girl. I asked her, so how long have you been, coming to the St. Patty's Day parade? She goes, every Thursday. I was like, yes. Awesome. I like the spirit.
Yeah.
And her dad just looked at her like, and then
I hear you. I'm eventually going to get an interview with, like a niece or a nephew on this show and see where it goes. Things are going to take a turn. But now you love comics, and you say anything geeky.
Wait, hold on. I have props.
Nice, nice. Now, that's my question. So, Superman and, all that, you were into that as a kid?
Yeah, I loved any hero. Batman. I would say Superman was my number one, and Batman. But I really love all the Marvel comics in particular. I got to interview Stan Lee at Comic-Con in Philadelphia last year. Oh, my neatest thing ever. I asked him, I said, was there ever a person that inspired these characters? And he said, no, it was all just his dreams. And he said he never wanted to take a character, and a person and meld them, because he said they would never be as exceptional as the ones he created. And it's true. Then, also for me, too, growing up, these superheroes acted as like a way to always, feel hopeful and good, that even when the rest of the world's falling apart, you can make anything happen, even when all adversity's in your face.
You thought that as like a fourth grader?
Yeah. No, I was a huge nerd. I was not a cool kid.
Oh, okay.
No. I was not cool. So when you're not cool, you read books and comics, you're going to get picked on.
Well, see, the thing is with comics, I kind of pretended because I was a boy, so I felt like I should be into them, but I wasn't. Now, I was into Archie, but I didn't want to tell anybody I was into Archie, because that seemed like kind of a female comic,
I could see that. I like the boy comics.
Yeah, you and I are the opposite of comics.
Well, that means that you're in touch with your emotional self.
I guess.
Witty self.
I don't know. Like if it was Batman, I just like to look at the pictures. I wouldn't actually like to read the dialogue. But Archie, I could relate to the, liking the girl and going to the soda shop and going on dates and stuff. And
you wanted things realistic.
Yeah, and Archie did that for me.
I get it. Well, I mean, comics, I feel, especially, nowadays, the top grossing movies of all time are all comic inspired, other than like Harry Potter. But it just goes to show, I think people are adults use comics almost as fairy tales, like adult fairy tales. And you get to escape into a world you would never otherwise see. So for me, I'm a huge nerd. I love like sci-fi, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, you name it. Like, I'm excited. I get to go to the real Comic-Con in San Diego, and I'm like, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, what do you plan to do there? Are you doing interviews and stuff?
Well, we did an out and about in Hollywood for the Golden Globes, because, this year the Golden Globes was and also the Oscars were very Philly-centric. We had the Silver Linings Playbook. A lot of our actors that are from our home base were out there, and it was great. And I said, you know what? It was really popular. Let's go out and do out and about at Comic-Con and, find some of the Philly flavor. I mean, we have a bunch of Philly actors too that'll be out there. So we'll get that and also show people, what they're hoping to see with all the costumes and things of that sort.
That's going to be really fun. You're going to have a lot to pick from there.
I'm excited.
Now, do you have a favorite board game?
Favorite board game? I haven't played a board game in ages, but I would say...
First one that comes to your
Scrabble.
Scrabble? That's a good one.
Yeah. I like Scrabble. It makes you think.
Absolutely.
And Monopoly. I always think it's just if you have a group, anything is hysterical.
Monopoly is a great game, but I could never stick it out to the end.
Oh, yeah, no, you give up midway. No,
Yeah.
there's no way. Does it end? I don't even think
Yeah, when everybody runs out of money, I think.
Yeah, I don't even think I've made it to the end, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, does Categories count as a board game?
Oh, that was awesome. Categories?
Yeah.
I love that. Yes.
I'm very into Categories.
Okay, all right, maybe I switched my answer. I forgot about that one. It's been
to
a while.
I want to do an interview where, I play Categories with the guests. Obviously edit out when the timer's going. But I'd like to challenge a guest to a game of Categories.
Well, you should ask me a trivia question. Do it. I dare you.
Regarding Categories?
It could be anything. It could be like, what is...
Okay. Your letter is B and the category is restaurants. Go.
Shoot. Babbo. Or what is it called? The Mario Batali restaurant. I think it's called Babbo in New York.
All right. You probably would have got a point for that because I don't think anybody would have had that answer.
That was the first one that came to me.
But that was, I'm sorry, that was a staged question because if that letter comes up, Bob's Big Boy will get you 3 points.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have Bob's Big Boy, but,
All right, well, you're thinking ahead. I like it. All right, I'll play Categories with you.
Okay, and then if, it's desserts and the letter C, chocolate chip cookie will get you 3 points as well. Yeah.
See, I guess I probably sucked at Categories.
I'm not as good as I make myself out to be, but I love the game, Now, if you could have one season year-round, would you pick fall, winter, spring, or summer?
Where am I at, location-wise?
Philadelphia.
I love the fall in Philadelphia. It's kind of on the cusp of summer. You still get that warm weather, 80 degrees, but then you get that beauty kind of coming in of all the auburn and the leaves changing. And it's like our city becomes this, soft palette in a metropolitan, world. And I love that. It's a nice, move over from season to season.
Totally agree with that answer. Fall is my favorite time of year. Phillies are hopefully still playing. Flyers are just beginning. Eagles, everything's coming together.
It's true. I love sports, so for me too, that's peak time.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Good answer. All right, Maria, the last thing we do here on JoeyRitter.com is we play a little game called Turn It Up or Turn It Off. Very simple game. I'm going to name you 5 songs, and I think I know the answer to your first one, but, let's just do it. Do you think you can do this?
I'm ready. Well, I used to be in a band.
Okay.
That's right.
Are you still singing?
Well, in my shower and at karaoke bars, but not rocking out like I used to.
Well, when you go to the karaoke bar, what's your go-to song?
Well, I usually like to make people laugh, and I do Barbie Girl.
Ooh.
It's hysterical. People crack up. I usually get a guy that's ready to be like, hello, Barbie, let's go, Barbie. And it's hysterical. I do the high voice. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. If we were ever at a karaoke bar, I would 1,000% join you on that one.
Right?
Yeah.
So I make people laugh. But if I had to do a serious song, actually, no, I never do serious songs. But I'd do Total Eclipse of the Heart or something ridiculous.
Nah, too slow. All right, Turn It Up or Turn It Off. First song is Bon Jovi, Bad Medicine.
Turn Up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Very underrated Bon Jovi song. All right, second song, a little bit of a silly one here, but the graduation song, Vitamin C.
What? Oh my God, that is so, I want to say 8th grade even.
Yeah.
No, I remember her hair though. I would turn up the hair. I enjoyed that. But I would turn down the graduation song.
Okay. Born to be Wild.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, totally turn it up.
Into it. All right. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Good Charlotte.
Wow. You know what? I opened for them once.
Really?
And, yeah, I would say I like them as people, and yeah, they keep making albums and doing well. It's incredible. They got like staying power.
Yeah,
you know, you would have never thought those punk bands back in the day. They did it.
I'm down with Good Charlotte. And the last one, another punk band, All the Small Things by Blink-182.
Yes, and I love like all of them. Their separate projects they've done. I just think they're really creative, and you know, all the guys too do a lot of producing. And you know, I used to work in music back in the day, and I love the producing aspect. And I think an artist that can produce, create different kinds of styles and sounds, that's a good artist. So yeah, Blink-182, turn it up too.
Down with Blink-182. Maria, I could not thank you enough for doing JoeyRitter.com. Where can people find you online?
Philly.com, and you can usually find me in the homepage player on the video screen. You can't miss me. I'm usually my face right there. But you can also type in my name into the site and come up with all the videos and columns I write.
And your Twitter handle is?
Maria R., my middle name, Papadakis.
And I recommend following you on Twitter.
Oh, well, you're a lot of
It's
fun.
a good time. Well, yeah, obviously. But, yeah. All right, Maria, thanks so much for doing the show.
Thank you.
See you out and about.